Hey guys, Shaky the Main, Deboo.com with a Deboo.com forecast update. This forecast update effective around 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday, September 3rd, 2018. And okay, starts you off with the latest 5 o'clock advisory on Tropical Storm Gordon. National Hurricane Center, 5 p.m., now showing a landfalling hurricane by Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. There's not a lot of time to prepare. Guys, tomorrow, be checking your yard, be looking at limbs, and, don't freak out. It's a hurricane. There's not much you can do about it now. It's coming, or at least it's forecast to come. Now's a good time to talk about the cone of uncertainty and the reason why the National Hurricane Center says do not focus, or it is important to not focus on the exact track. With that said, please visit the National Hurricane Center at hurricanes.gov for all official watches and warnings. If watches and warnings are issued for your area, please heed the advice of your local, county, state emergency management officials. When you look at this map, you'll see that Gordon, located here, 5 p.m. Monday off the southwest Florida coast, and then by Tuesday, tomorrow afternoon, tropical storm in here in the north central Gulf, and then a landfalling hurricane by 2 a.m. Wednesday morning, back to a tropical storm on Wednesday afternoon, and then by Thursday up here towards Arkansas. But notice how this shaded area, how wide of a cone that is. Notice how tight the cone is down here, and that is that as the system goes up through here, chances are it's going to pass through this location, but at this location it starts to widen out. And what they mean is that don't focus on the center track, because this little dot here can end up on this side of the cone and then lift to this side of the cone and drop to this side of the cone and still interact with those points. So just because it's showing the hurricane making landfall right there, nothing says that it can't make landfall over here. Nothing says it can't make landfall over here for that matter, because the next update from the National Hurricane Center, they may shift it over to the east. So if you've been following us on our feeds, we've been posting from the Florida-Alabama line all the way over to the Louisiana coast. And so with that said, please visit the National Hurricane Center for all official watches and warnings. Flip you over to the latest satellite loop. Now, this morning it appeared that this thing was about to take off. I mean, when it hit the South Florida coast, winds gust 55 miles an hour. Everybody was posting on the social feeds, showed radar imagery of what looked to be the surface low off the coast. But I think what happened was that as the center of rotation got in here close to the coast, it was able to tap into the warm Gulf Stream, and that's why we saw that big explosion of convection that occurred, and then the system moved over land. And I think that the land interaction, as it was moving across, helped decouple the system, and that's why you saw that area down in here early this morning on the radar imagery. But there was that mid-level low in here towards the Okeechobee, and you can kind of see here it is, just a little bit left of it, right in there. And now this whole package should now be able to move into the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see convection starting to build up again around the center. Now, the other disturbing part of this is that notice how this outflow boundary is like this. Look how this line right here is spreading. Look, this is clear sky in here, and now all of a sudden convection is starting to fill, and you can see the envelope of the turn of how this is starting to wrap up. And so what we're going to be watching for overnight, and here's what makes it bad, is because you'll go to sleep tonight and the system actually kind of looks kind of weak. To be honest with you, look, there's not a lot of cloud or convection inside this envelope, and this is where the main area of spin is. But you go to bed tonight, and all of a sudden tomorrow, we all know how the Gulf of Mexico is. All of a sudden, this is just one huge red blob, and then what? So, folks, there's not a lot of time to prepare. Wednesday night, midnight tomorrow night is when the thing's going to be approaching. Now, as far as strength is concerned, Category 1 hurricane. That's what the National Hurricane Center is saying. Does it got a chance to blow it to be a Katrina? No, I don't think that. And I don't think it is physically possible in the atmosphere for it to happen. I don't think so. But just looking at it, again, until this envelope gets completely over the warm water, we won't know what type of explosion, if there's going to be one, will happen. The unknown, what's unknown, it remains unknown at the moment. That's all I got for you for now. Stay tuned for the next update. We'll talk about Florence. Plenty of time to talk about Florence. Again, this video, we're ending at 5:50. A little 5-minute video for you. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to load up to YouTube. About 5:50 right now, Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for following.